What is something that smells great but isn't perfume? Baking bread. The smell of a woodworking shop. A cool autumn morning. I have always loved the smell of fresh lemon. Books. Apple pie baking in the oven and fresh cut grass. Rain. Pine needles, cedar. That smell that hits you as soon as you walk into a pizzeria. Hear me out, cotton clothes drying in the sun. Sautéing onions and garlic. Petrichor, that earthy smell you get when it rains. Brewing coffee. Fresh donuts. Lilac bushes in bloom. Fresh herbs, basil, thyme, mint, etc. Vanilla, honey, wood. The lumber section of Home Depot. Christmas trees. Freshly opened can of tennis balls. Tomatoes off the plant. Fields of strawberries. Old books. Cinnabon. Campfire. Bacon that is currently being fried. Oranges or orange blossoms. Honeysuckle, the ocean. That cool, crisp smell in the air after the first frost, wood smoke. Fresh cut grass. Petrichor after a rain. Pumpkin bread. Gardenias. Pot roast in the oven. Chocolate chip cookies. Night blooming jasmine. Wet streets. Freshly cut grass. Citrus. As a kid, crayons. Petrol. Fresh basil. Lavender. The smell of the forest under the canopy of branches. Such a beautiful, sweet, earthy scent that slightly changes with each season. I can't say which season's fragrance is my favorite. Each one. Spring is the scent of all the plants waking up. Summer is the scent of the heat warming the fruit on the bushes. Fall is the addition of mushrooms and fallen leaves. And winter is with a cold ozone-like fragrance. I love them all. Mulled wine at Christmas. The air just before it starts raining. My BF. Not his soap or shampoo. First thing in the morning when he just smells like himself. So fucking good. I'd feel weird about it, but he likes the way I smell even when I'm sweaty. Once I forgot to wear deodorant and started to sweat. Before I could race off, he grabbed me, sniffed my pits and wanted to make out. Dude was turned on by my goddamn sweat. First rain on parched earth. Peeling oranges. Unburnt tobacco. A forest of pine trees. I remember this meme that was something along the lines of the smell of an early Tuesday morning. When you're going to a book fair in 2008, which I somehow totally understand. Sautéing garlic and onions in olive oil. Cut grass. Cedar wood. New puppies. Coffee. Pine forest in a rainstorm. Gasoline. Fresh cut grass. Also, cat fur. No, honestly, when I used to own a cat, and I'd had a bad day, nothing was more comforting than cuddling him and smelling his fur. For some reason, I absolutely have the opposite reaction to dogs. Barbecue. Jasmine bushes. Sandalwood. Jasmine. Bread. The summer air when driving down a winding road in a rural area. Lilac bushes in summer, that's my favorite smell. Coffee. My cat's fur. When there's moving rain, that breeze that carries the smell of wet soil before rain arrives where you are. Vanilla. Fresh cut pine boards. That fresh rain smell. Cilantro. You either love or hate it. Folded hands, light skin tone. Freshly made bread. Vagina. Fresh herbs. The smell after you hose down your rows of tomato plants. A bakery in Paris early in the morning when you're going home after partying all night. Water lily and jasmine. Best smell ever. Pumpkin pie. Forest in the rain. Onions frying in butter. Wet paint, rain, bonfires, old books, bleach. Baking bread. The air on a spring-fall day right after it rains. Lilacs. Personally, I like the smell of campfires' wood smoke. Freshly bathed babies, dusted with baby powder and in clean clothes. I like cinnamon rolls. But I don't always have time to make a pan. That's why I wish they would sell cinnamon roll incense. After all, I'd rather light a stick and have my roommate wake up with false hopes. Mitch Hedberg. That green smell when you trim hedges. Wonderful. WD-40. Campfires. Eucalyptus. Any variety. Mango. The skin of a newborn baby. Freshly baked cookies. Rain. A forest just after a heavy rain. These nuts. New tires. A tire shop. Bread baking. Coffee roasting. Petrichor. Perfume smells like shit 90 of the time. Her. Pastries baking. Anything that my mom cooks for me. Babies. Women. Petrol. I don't know why, but I like the smell. Lilac bushes. Bonfires. Tomato plants. Burning firewood. Fresh hops. Fire pit on a cool fall evening. Vanilla. Vanilla. Freshly baked cookies. Cake baking in the oven. Pine trees on a hot summer day. Weed. Sometimes. Coffee. Ink fresh out of the Ditto machine back in high school. Forest after a rain. Sharpies. Popcorn. Literally everything that smells great isn't perfume. Bacon cooking. Coffee grounds. A forest just after heavy rain. Bread baking in the oven. Fresh weed. Gain detergent and fabric softener. Used books. Coffee bread grass. Soap. Doesn't smell great. Turpentine. Diesel. Jasmine flowers. Fresh cut grass. Am I allowed to say a nice, clean pussy? Because, a nice, clean pussy. Freshly cut pine. Smiling face. A pine forest in summer. Petrichor. Sweaty feet. Bacon on a George Foreman grill. Horses. Attack room on a fall day. Hay. Bliss. Clean linen. The finest rich beef sausages. Feet. Foot. Popcorn. The first Arctic cold front of the season. Rosemary. Coffee brewing. I guess it must be my turn with this joke. Cocaine. Cocoa butter. Burning citronella candles or torches near a fire pit in the evening in July-August. Coffee. Bloom image. Orange blossoms. Sautéing onions and garlic. 9. My wife's scalp. Freshly sliced cucumbers. Cucumber. People are going to think I'm gross, but as a smoker, I love the smell of a freshly lit cigarette. Gasoline. My balls. New car smell.